Welcome back to Greenwich Valley for episode 2 with me, MrSealyp. Following on from the last episode, field is done. All the swath is on the floor. That will need to be sorted out. I am going to get a larger baler. I'm probably going to lease a larger baler to start off with. No, I can't buy one. I could use a small baler, but I've got an idea forming. This is going to be all about making money. This is what we've got to be doing. We're going to have to lease stuff. We may buy some things, but what I'm going to do is take the harvester over to field, was it 15, and canola in, and get that harvest done now as well. But what I've also found is that trip I did over with this is a really small trailer. So what I'm going to do is tip all of this into the silo for the time being and out the harvester, because I've got a load in here. At least I think I'm going to, if I can get around there without knocking into anything. I'll do. Pipe out. No, not yet. Let's try that now. Bingo, then we'll get that headed off. The header, thank you for all the comments about the header. Yeah, it drags on the ground, this one, doesn't it? Which is a bit of a nightmare. It has been suggested switching out the wheels for tracks, and that helps a little bit. We'll kind of see how we get on with that. What I'm going to do is head over to the sheep farm. Now, somebody commented, and I'll keep doing this, thank you very much for all the offers of support and help, and all the local farmers around this area. You know who you all are, who are all running businesses and various different things that have offered me equipment and you know, all sorts of gear. Thank you very much. I'm not going to be doing subscriber contracts on here. My mind's gone blank. Where? Up the road, turn right. Should be able to get into field 15. Hopefully off this road there. It's difficult to tell, isn't it? We'll find a route in. Yeah, I'm not running subscriber contracts, but what I might do, and there's no guarantee on this, I'm not sure, is I might start including, if I do pick up on any help or suggestions of help, or somebody's got a bit of equipment, or they've got a job that I can kind of weave into the storyline, whilst not a subscriber contract, it may be a job I'll do, you know what I mean. So I might use people's ideas and names as farms and farmers, but I'm not doing subscriber contracts. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does, but I hope so. Yeah, it's got to be further on, isn't it? Next right. I always get this wrong. Oh no, got the right one. I'm trying to make sure I indicate more and drive properly, you know what I mean? Doesn't always work out. For those of you that watch my 50k special episode, my side panel is literally just next to me, but sometimes it's just easier to use the controller. But I always find using the controller, I get the button configurations wrong, and I don't indicate. I switch vehicles, and all sorts of silly shenanigans happen. We are coming up on, is it this one here? Sat nav. We need sat nav. It is this one here. So, how do I get into the field? This is the problem being new to an area. I have no idea. There's got to be a way in somewhere. There we go. It's lucky this road isn't too busy. I love this area. It's fantastic. I'm not sure I'm going to get through here. Let's get the gate open. Yeah, so somebody... No, I'm so sorry. I know I've said this so many times before about writing names down and stuff like that, and I do normally, but there was a suggestion made for a trailer situation which I might try out. I'm going to get in here right? Oh, careful. Yep, right, we're in. We are in. Sorry about swinging the camera around in such a way. That's not the way I wanted to go for this. Okay. the crops. Nope. What am I doing? You know what? Let's disconnect it a second. Yes, I'm thinking the episodes may be shorter, but I want to try and do kind of more of the job. Does that make sense? So there might not be as much skipping. There might be a few time-lapse bits here and there, but I want to try and get stuff in. That may all change. It's just an idea at the moment. I'm just thinking about the way I record and the way I do stuff. No, gates in the way. There we go. Kind of okay. Fold that up. Open us up like that. To that on. And away we go. And for once I'm actually going the right way around the field. Yep, this is not good. Isn't that weird? This actually worked really well on the last field I did. Away properly then. Nope, that was almost perfect on the last field. I had a couple of little corners I didn't like, but now not moving at all. I was trying to avoid a header trailer. I didn't want to have a header trailer, and to put tracks on this is going to cost a bomb. We are experiencing technical difficulties with our header. Well, in this case, our header is broken. We have a broken header. That's no good. So, what we'll have to do... Why does that keep... Let's turn it off. Right, that's going to have to go on hold. Time's getting on. That's annoying. Drop that down. Disconnect. We need another header. Lights off. This is what it's like for farmers. Mechanical issues, breakdowns, problems like this eat into your day. They cause problems. Right, I've got to go and find a machine. What I'm going to do is actually grab the trailer while I'm thinking of this. The other thing I was going to do, I'll do that now. Hopefully before the end of the episode, what we'll do is we'll try and get back here over here with the tractor. I haven't got a pickup or anything available, so we'll grab a tractor, get that header. Hopefully we'll get down to the store. We'll get to the store. I'm not sure where the store is in relation to here. And see if they've got another header we can use. It may mean using a header trailer, which I was trying to avoid, but needs must. Look, it's happening everywhere. Apologies, I did have a few people, well, a couple of people comment on the last video when I was saying about, you know, the situation with farms and farmers around the world, not just the UK, and farms closing and packing up and, you know, not being able to stay viable. It's a fact. I was just kind of weaving into the storyline. A couple of people just said, you know, it's a bit close to home, and not that they were saying it was a bad thing. They were watching the video and said, you know, they were just letting me know that they know somebody or their family have gone through similar situations. There are a lot of people out there that have lost family farms that have, you know, or have had to scale right back and sell loads of stuff off. And, you know, I wasn't doing it to be mean or hurtful or anything like that. It was just kind of part of the story. You know, but I think it is something worth highlighting. Wow, it's quite impressive I can run as fast as the car. Trust me, I'm not that fit in real life. Let's jump the fence. Boom. Oh, we got back here much faster than I thought. Don't worry, I'm not going to be running across the entire maps all the way through this Let's Play. That's not going to happen. So, I'm going to unload what's in the EB4. I still couldn't remember it from last time. Isn't that terrible? Hop the fence. Yeah, EB4. I keep saying EB4 then thinking, no, it's a 3, isn't it? No, it's not. And thank you for the comments on this. The trigger thing doesn't come up because it's kind of an auger wagon type bit of kit. So you just have to manually tip. I was just a bit panicked in the last episode. I suddenly thought, oh no, what if something's wrong with it? But there's not. So we'll put all that in here. What I'm going to do is whiz over to the sheep farm. And then we're going to spend a little bit of time doing some repair work on the trailer. Well, not repair work, but conversion work. Converting over the bale trailer, because I think converted over that'll have a larger capacity than this one. I think. So what we'll do is do that and jump out, because this will be quicker. Let's grab a JCB. Ugh, horrible camera angle. Lights. Actually, I don't need the work lights on, do I? Just driving lights. Head over to the pig farm. And then I'm thinking, I want to get that canola done by this evening. We'll sell everything we possibly can, all the crop we've got of wheat we just took off the field and the canola. And then we'll need to look at tomorrow the bales, getting those baled up and off the field. And then I'm going to turn my attention to the grass fields, because we've got quite a few grass fields with regards to the sheep and around the pigs. We have got a lot of fields all over the place, but I'm just thinking, where are we going? This way, aren't we? And then we'll turn our attention to all the other fields, because we've got quite a few. We've got a potato field that could be harvested. We'll make money on the potatoes. We can do that. Potato harvesting is going to take a while, so I'm not too sure. But then we need to start replanting, repurposing fields and getting more crops in the ground. Cash crops, potentially. Mr. Turning, it's here, isn't it? It's the sheep farm I need, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Yeah, cash crops. We need stuff we're going to make money on. Things like soybean normally pays out quite well. Canola's not too bad. It all depends. They all fluctuate all over the place. We'll make money on whatever crops we sell, but we need to then look towards something that's going to make us big chunks of money. Things like silage are going to be, you know, if we can do that, sell stuff to the biogas plant, we can get some big old chunks of money. It was around here, wasn't it? We'll have a bit of woolen stuff that we can sell, which is great. Right, so what we need to do is, let's hook up to this. Done. There is a workshop here, isn't there? Isn't there? I'm trying to remember. I have absolutely no intention, we have no intention of the tenant farmers being evicted or anything going wrong. No way. Lights. Open it up. Open. What is happening? Is it locked? I was like, blimey, don't lock it. Right, workshop trigger. Let's get this in here. It's going to be a little bit trickier. Of course it is. Oh, God, this is where you're going to see just how dreadful my driving can be. Believe me. It can be dreadful. I'm really looking forward to it. I know lots of people, and thank you to everyone that watched the first episode. People are saying they're looking forward to it. I hope it goes the way I want it to. I want to enjoy it, you know, I just want to do it for fun, you know, just enjoy it and do something a little bit, not necessarily different. People have done similar things, but am I going to hit the wall? Of course I am. Disconnect again. Get a better angle on this. I'll use the driveway here. Right, let's try that again. Straighten up. Nope. I thought I had it then. I thought, yes, I've done it. It was not to be. Straighten up, straighten up, straighten up, straighten up. Oh, come on. Now. Now turn it. Fingers crossed. So what we'll do, go into here, there, nice, right, customise. We've got the 8 tonne tipper, 8,000 litres. Oh, this is driving me mad. 10.5 tonne. These menus. 13 tonne. Oh, that's what we want to go for. 13,000 litres. I don't think there's a big one that is there. Don't necessarily want one with a tarp. Nope. Okay, right. So let's go back one. Go back one. So we'll get this done. It's going to take a little while to just change all this over, take all this rig off the top, and we will be good to go. Okay, work is done. We are converted over. Now, it's a swivel axle trailer. I'm not a great fan of, but you know what? Needs must. It means we'll be able to get twice as much stuff taken at a time. That other one is a great little trailer, and it's going to be fantastic for certain uses. There are certain things we'll be able to use that for. But for transferring stuff over quickly and trying to get maximum money for minimal time and delivery, because it's all about, you know, we're trying to save the pennies. It's going to be about the fuel as well and everything that goes into this. So we'll do that. That. I can't wait to use this 390. I love that. Love it. Let's turn those off as well. And do that. It's weird, isn't it? I think they're broken. Sorry about that abrupt cut. That was a bit weird. There's a strange phenomenon. In here, there's a radio. You can turn the radio on and off. I don't ever have the radio on because of, you know, various different YouTube restrictions, etc. In trying to close this door, I turned the radio on. As I was driving off, I was thinking, I can hear music. Where's that coming from? I got out of the cab, and I could still hear it. I drove off down the lane, and it went off. I thought, what's going on? I checked all the menus. Nope. Everything was off. But in here, this had been turned on. And I don't know how I did it. I mean, I know how you do it. You press circle, but I don't know how in trying to close the door here, I obviously just accidentally caught the trigger point for it over here, maybe. And now the door will close again. Very odd. Don't know. But anyway, sorry about that. See if I've left the tractor down the lane. I just leapt out in a state of panic. I thought I was going mad. I'm hearing music. Where's that coming from? Right, back to the farm. Let's get a load. Let's get back over to, was it Greenwich Mill, wasn't it? In the last episode. Ooh, and let's get another load sold. Then we'll have to whiz over to the store and whiz over to the field, grab the header, get back to the store, see if we can get that repaired at the main store or replaced, which I think we're going to have to do. We're going to have to replace that header. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Never rains, but it pours. It would be nice, wouldn't it? for you as well, not just me, to watch one of my episodes and everything just goes smoothly. It'll just be normal and okay and no hiccups or problems. I'm not kidding when I said in the last episode, picking this map and then I think playing on this map, I am really missing the countryside. I know the whole lockdown situation at the moment, they are changing the restrictions. I'm not going to get into the politics of that, but we take Farm Dog out for a walk every now and again, which is great, but not far enough out that we can get into the proper, you know, the proper countryside. I miss it. That's probably why I'm feeling a little bit, you know. Swing around onto, no, it's under here. Like so. Wheat 28,000 litres. Actually, let's have a look what else we've got. 16,000 litres of barley. Oats 14,000. Canola 10,000. Oh, we've got a load of stuff we can sell. So we can actually go on a bit of a... Oh, corn though. I'm pretty sure, speaking to the two farmers, the pigs are low on corn. I'm sure they are. We'll have to check that. Now this will take a load of other stuff, because next to it, what they did very cleverly is they've got another silo next to it, an extension, which really helps. So let's do that. Oh, so what I could do is like just a few runs backwards and forwards and get rid of all the surplus, couldn't I? Because at the end of the day, it's all well and good keeping it in the silos, waiting for a good price, which is fine, and absolutely, and of course you want to get the best price you possibly can, but it's not going to do them any favours sitting in there. We need the money. Because if we're going to invest in or lease bits of machinery to try and turn things around, we need the money. We'll put it back, we'll get the money back, of course we will, but for the time being, I'm assuming Greenwich Mill is still the best price. We'll have to check that in a second. I also need to sort out my accommodation. I'm more than happy to stay in the B&B for the time being, that's not a problem. I think that's what I'll end up doing, it's just down the road, isn't it? Piece of cake. I want to get that canola field sorted. We do need to see some progress. So what we'll be doing is we'll try and get the money up. Every time we get a big payout for something, we'll pay a chunk off that loan. And I am thinking it's going to be a big silage harvest. It's going to be something big, something that's going to require a lot of time and effort. That's no different to the real world. But the payout should be good, and if the payout's good enough, we'll do alright. We do have 2 biogas plants to choose from as well. One north and one south, so I don't know. Like I say, I think having got to the end of Holmokra and doing everything I want to do on there, it's that excitement of a new map and exploring a new map and driving around a new map, but also that excitement and anticipation of setting yourself goals and targets and then saying, one, can we achieve them? How are we going to achieve them? It's all that problem solving, all the stuff that comes into it. What am I going to do? How am I going to tackle it? Where are we going to go? What we're going to, I love that. Oh, I was going to check, wasn't I? Just drove here anyway. So prices, wheat 692. Yeah, still the best price at Greenwich Mill. So can I turn around there? Probably not. Let's try and swing it around as tight as I can. No, trailers pull in. That'll do. It's not a lot of room. Probably should have come in the other way, but there we go. Should have looked that way really, shouldn't I? Would have been easier. £9,000. We'll take that. What I am going to do is go a different route. We'll drop the trailer off at the field for the canola harvest, and we'll grab the trailer and we'll take the header trailer and we'll take that back. I think I can get to it this way, if my previous map reading serves me right. Which it doesn't always, as we often find. But it's nice to drive around the map, isn't it? Have a bit of a look around. I need to orient myself with what's going on. I am new to the area. This is not where I live. Ah, this is the cow farm, isn't it? We don't own any cows. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm thinking, oh, we could... no, I'm not branching out into anything else. I don't want to be adding any more burden onto the farms. We need to sort out what we've got. So I've got my head on of, let's expand the farm, let's get everything, let's get all the animals in. No, we're not here for that. What we're here to do is to get this farm out of debt. Not create more problems. Right, left here. Yeah, down the hill. Oh, look at that across there. Oh. Sweeping countryside. Oh, getting all misty-eyed, man. I need to go up to the Lake District. I miss the mountains. Ah, does that take you down to the sheep farm? Is that where the road comes out? Okay. Oh, it's lovely round here, isn't it? Superb. Right. Let's get this into the field. Ready to unload the harvester. It's going to be a lot of backwards and forwards, and we've got enough oomph on this JCB that we can upgrade maybe, or maybe even lease. I'm thinking, like, again, probably leasing a larger trailer at some point, because I think we're going to get, there might be a couple of loads worth maybe off this field. To be able to deliver stuff in one go rather than backwards and forwards, again, it's going to make life a lot easier, it's going to make all this stuff quicker. But we are going to do what we've got to start off with before I start rashly spending money, which is what I normally do, and just saying, oh yeah, we'll buy this, we'll buy that. What we need to do is go back where we just came, again, if my map reading serves me correctly, and then we'll go through the town. Do we need to go through the village? I think so. Can we get out of here this way? Come on, through the bushes. Let's get this header sorted out. Oh no, you idiot. I suddenly realised something. That's all well and good. I can get a new header, but I can't get the header onto the trailer, can I? Oh. This is becoming very SnowRunner-esque, isn't it? To solve one problem, I need to complete 3 or 4 others. But again, that's real. That's the real world. I think I am guilty of it, as well as I suppose many people at the moment playing this. That it's all about quick fixes, quick solutions. I need a mod that does that. I need to be able to buy a piece of machinery that will do 4 jobs in one to save me the time and hassle of doing this, then this, you know. And I've done the same, you know, grabbing a tractor and having a double mower on the front and a tedder on the back, and if you can have a tedder and windrower together, and then you can do a one-pass operation on everything, yeah, of course, it makes life so much easier. Is it how it's done in the real world? Not everywhere. Some places will try their best to, you know, because obviously it's going to save you time and money. If you can do everything in one go, you're going to, of course you are. Does that happen everywhere? No, of course not. And don't worry, if you're watching this thinking, well, this, you know, I've got a 1.7 million debt to clear. Going at this pace, it's going to... Episode 420. MrSealyp still not out of debt. Well, it's not me, it's them, but I'm helping. No, things will speed up, don't worry. Like I've always said, in every Let's Play I've done, there's always a tipping point. When you hit that tipping point, things snowball. When things start to snowball, all of a sudden you think, oh, okay, now we're making, you know... Oh, this place is so nice. Remember when I came and did the map tour around here? Wow. Where am I going? Straight on? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Straight up the hill. And then... Hang on, have I gone the wrong way? I have, I should have... Have I? Oh, I was trying to avoid checking the map. But I think I'm going to have to. Yep. Should have gone right. That there. Should have taken that turning to go to the shop. I can get to it this way, but I should have gone that way. I could... Oh yeah, I'll turn around here at the petrol station. Right in front of this car. Oh! Oh, right! God, blimey. I'm trying to save these people money and make them money and get them out of debt, and I think I've just damaged the JCB. In the process of doing a good deed. Right, swing out wide. This is a tight turn, sorry. That's better. I wonder if at the store they've got a vehicle, if they've got a skid steer loader or a forklift or something like that. And you may be thinking, oh, he knows they have. I'll be honest, I can't remember what I put where. I don't think I have. Notice as well, once I start talking and once I get a little bit, not flustered, that's the wrong word, but the indicating goes out the window. Just, yep, not indicating anymore. Nope, there isn't a forklift. Okay, so let's disconnect that. Let's repair it. Let's sell it. 51 grand. Okay, but we do need another header. I don't think... Well, it's going to depend what they've got available, of course, because this is going to be a rush job. Please, please have something I can use. I could just use normal headers, but I really wanted... Yeah, see, that's the version that I used all the way back on Marwell Manor, and I had the same problem with the header, and sometimes what would happen is if I just lifted it and put it back down again, it wasn't a problem, it worked no problem at all. I used the modded version of this though, and I thought that would work better, but apparently not. And I don't think... Oh, hang on. That could work. Oh no, I can't get it there, can I? Could do a Cressoni header, couldn't we? I've used those before and they fold up, so I wouldn't need a header trailer, but that's going to mean bringing the harvester all the way down here to collect it. So I don't think there's not a header trailer that goes on. Oh, that's so frustrating. No, that's only a 5.5 metre. Oh, I don't know what to do now. So we go with a 7.2. 6.6. They've got it in New Holland. You know what? Let's do it. So the question now is, what do I need to transport that? There is a cutter adapter. Right, give me a second, I need to try and problem solve this. Let me have a think. Bit more of that farmer cable ties and duct tape. A little bit of welding here and there. I'm sure we can come up with something. Okay, be prepared for this. This is welding, duct tape, and this is to an extreme, but it works. I have bought a weight front bumper, but on the back, with a selection of various different adapters, and this is a lot of pressure on this rear 3-point link. We have got an adapter, CSZ adapter, that goes 3-point link to front, 3-point link to telehandler. So adapter, 3-point link to telehandler. We've then got the telehandler cutter adapter, so that will hook onto a header, cutter header, but that normally only works on a telehandler. So to get that to hook onto that, we've had to use that adapter. Now the problem is that adapter is quite long, so it overhangs off the back quite a bit. That's why I had to go for a front weight. And like I say, it's a lot of weight on that 3-point link, but it does mean we haven't got to go and get the harvester. It does mean, if I can lift that up and bring that up a little bit, if I can keep those front wheels on the ground, we can get this header out to the harvester. It is the bizarrest thing you're ever going to see, but it works. Is it realistic? Well, I don't know. At the end of the day, like I say, it's that kind of, you know what, we've got a problem, we need to solve it, how are we going to go about it? Could I just go and grab the harvester and drive the harvester all the way back? I could have done. Am I going to put undue strain or unnecessary strain on the 3-point link and the cutter, you know, all of that? Probably. But it just goes to show, with a little bit of fiddling around, that CSZ pack, you cannot I'll be honest, at the moment, DD Mod Passion, the manufacturer, there is some cracking stuff that is available. Those adapters and the stuff in that pack I have used a lot, and there's all sorts of clever ways of solving problems and moving stuff around and fixing things. And, oh, don't walk out in front of me. Oh, what a maniac. You know what? Quite clearly you can't see me. I'm thinking what I could have done was taken a shortcut. Let's try another shortcut back. What's going to end up happening, I've got a funny feeling all that is all over the place, isn't it? I'm just worried the old cable ties are going to snap. Is that by the time we get out there and we get going on the canola, we're going to be almost done the episode. It's frightening how fast this goes by. But, whoa, sorry. Need to take the man's head off. If we go left here, then go up through past the sheep, I mean, that's probably not going to save me any time whatsoever, is it? But I want to try out that route, make myself familiar with the area. Come on, make the turn, cool. You know what's going to happen, don't you, as well? This is going to drag on the floor. I didn't have any problems with this on Geiselsberg, but you never know. I'm in the middle of the road. There's nothing coming, I can see, and I have got my beacon on. Not that that makes any difference whether it's going to come the other way, but just means I'm visible. So, next right. So what I'm probably going to do between now and the morning, we'll get the harvest done. I'll get all that canola, we'll just sell it straight away off that field. We do need to look at plough, cultivator, that kind of stuff, because we don't have anything like that on the farm now. That was all sold off, so we're going to need something for re-prepping fields at some point. I know a few people did offer, say that they've got farm machinery company nearby. I've got people saying they've got farms nearby. They've got machinery they're offering, and it's very kind of you to offer. Thank you very much indeed. I may well take some people up on it. I may not. We'll see how we go. Oh yeah, this is a shortcut, isn't it? Because we're almost out of the road, aren't we? Yeah. And then what I'll probably do is all the stuff that we've got stored in the silo, take that and sell all that as well. So potentially by the morning the bank balance will be a bit higher, but the silo will be empty. I think apart from corn. We'll check that in just a second, because I'm pretty sure corn is something we need. I'm also concerned I might have bought one of these adapters rather than lease it, which may have been a mistake. I've bought the weight, definitely, because we needed it, but I'll leave the JCB up here, we might as well, because we'll need that for unloading. And that's the quickest vehicle for getting to and from. So what we'll do is, let's drop that down, like that. Do that, disconnect. Looks like some kind of weird dragster. I love it. Let's put that up a bit. Tilt it. Yeah, look at that. That's a mean looking bit of kit, isn't it? Let's get that out of the way. Turn that off. Those off. That off. And out we get. Right, we'll have a quick check on our integrated farming system. Right, corn. Oh no, it's soybean and oh no, it would be, wouldn't it? Canola. The one thing we've got we need to sell. The pigs are low on, and corn as well. Right, what we'll do. We have got some in storage. So what I'll do is the first load of canola we get off this field. No, we won't. Sorry, I know this is kind of a process out loud. We have got sunflower in storage as well, haven't we? Let's have a quick check on that as well. Everything is linked. We have got some sunflower, so what I'll do is we'll feed the pigs with the sunflower we've got in storage, so they'll be topped up. The corn we've got in storage we'll leave, and we'll top up the pigs with that, so they'll be good to go for a while. They'll be alright, and everything else will sell. Yeah, that's definitely what we'll do. I've definitely possibly made a decision. Maybe. Which may or may not change momentarily at any given point without much notice. That's how I work. Oh, that's another gate I need to fix. So, let's open this up. I love this header, this is so cool. I loved it on Geiselsberg, and probably another reason why I looked at it as a manufacturer. You think to yourself, I've used one of those before. That's going to work out very handy. Look at that. That's more like it. Why did I just go that way? That's the next question to ask yourself. That's what I'm asking myself. Right, what I will do before the end of this episode, we will harvest this, and it may well be dark by the time I'm done. We'll get it harvested so we can see what we got off of it. I mean, realistically, what we get off of it, I will have sold some already, but we'll clear it. I want to make sure by the end of this episode this is cleared. So I'm going to see you, for you, in a moment. For me, it's not going to be a moment, it's going to take a little bit longer, but let's get this cleared. As me saying earlier on, what I'm probably going to do is stick to doing one job and you'll see a lot more of it, but I just think I want to get some progress, you know. In each episode I want to try and make sure I've done something. I mean, I have, technically. We've got rid of and replaced the broken header. We have sold some wheat. We have converted over a trailer. Yield's not going to be massive on this, but it's a fair size field, so I'm thinking for replanting and repurposing, if we do these fields right, we should get some nice yields out of these, and it will just be turn and burn. We'll just keep cracking away. what I might do once we get fields done and I'm waiting on things to grow, then we'll turn our attention to possibly doing jobs for other farmers locally, which will bring in a bit of money too. I don't think there are that many guys locally that want help, if you know what I mean. It's one thing I did pick up from in farmers forums and chats and things, is that there aren't that many contracts available locally, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, lovely stuff. See you in a minute. I've taken one full load already. We've got a full harvester load in the trailer, so this isn't all going to fit in. But what I'll do is I'll take this over back to the farm and we'll put it into the silo. So this load in the trailer will go down to, the best price for this was at Linton Mill, which is down the bottom. If we zoom out, where are we? Greenwich Mill is over there. Linton Mill is down here among that cluster of buildings down here. Linton Mill is doing the best price for canola at the moment. What I'm also going to do is, with the small tractor and the EB4 trailer, I'm going to take the stuff over to the pig farm, which I said I was going to do the corn and sunflower, because they do have a silo there. If you remember from episode 1, they've got a silo, so I'm going to transfer that over into their silo, then everything else will be sold. That's the plan. That's done. Fold that up. Glad we got this header. I was just trying to. I know there's nothing wrong with header trailers. I don't particularly like them. I find them a real fuss and a pain, and sometimes the headers get caught on them, and the ground's got to be flat all the time, and it's not always easy. I just think I prefer using ones that've got a built-in header trailer, and these ones are absolutely cracking as well. Depends if you want to go for, there doesn't seem to be anything much in between this at 7.7 up to then the 13.5 metre jobs, with a built-in header trailer. That's why I went with it. The previous one, but that's not a problem either. So we'll close that, won't we? Why are we not shutting? Because I've still got canola in it, that's why. That's got to go back. Do that in a bit, but first things first, I'm going to take this down to Linton Mill and sell it. And with that, we have come to the end of episode 2. Like I said earlier, it does seem like slow progress to start off with, but we've got to find our feet. We've got to find out where everything is. We've got to clear the fields, and then we've got a clean slate to prep from. I need to sort out what I'm going to do with the bales. I will come out because we've got the sprayer at the farm, so we can come out and we can spray everything, give everything a fertilising straight off the bat. We can then turn our attention to the grass fields, whether we're going to do silage, whether we're going to do baling. I want to do some hay bales, because we do have the pellet, mesh pellets down at the thing. We do have that option available. And the same with doing straw bales. We could do some pelleting as an option. There is always the possibility of lumber, when we could just grab a chainsaw, grab a chainsaw fairly inexpensively. We've got a telehandler, so with the right sort of front attachment and a trailer, we could do a bit of lumber too. There are a lot of different ways we can make some money and pay this all back. But if I can get the fields ticking over in the meantime, that's kind of when they're all get going. Then we can turn our attention to some of the other bits and bobs, and we will get there. We will get there. It's I don't know what I'm saying. It's only episode 2. Of course, you can't expect. We're not going to pay off the loan in 2 episodes. It's not going to happen, is it? So there we go. If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.